Hey everybody, my name is Morgan, and welcome back to the YouTube version of Podcast of the Dragon, where I talk about the Wheel of Time on Prime. I'm back to do a react video for episode 7 of season 2, and before I get started, I just want to say if I look a little bit hammered, it's because I started school this week, and I am a little bit hammered. And to go on from that, I am probably not going to be able to keep putting out Podcast of the Dragon podcast episodes, at least for a while, because each episode takes between 20 and 30 hours of work, and I just don't have the time to put into it. But I do have the time to keep making content for YouTube because it's a lot less labor intensive just on me having to use a lot of thinking muscles. I can do a lot more talking and reacting or coming up with shorter videos. So I will try to keep putting content out there, but don't expect too many heavy-duty in-depth literary analysis episodes in podcast format for quite some time while I'm in school. My other announcement is that I have made the big time. My last video my reaction for episode 6, not only got way more views than any other video has, which my wife says is probably because it was a horrifically painful episode and people like to watch people's pain, but I also got my first shitty comments ever on a YouTube video. In fact, I got 2 of them, which to me means that I must be doing really well. I got told that I'm even more unwatchable than the show, which I find one of the highest compliments that I've ever gotten. And I think someone else accused me of thinking that I'm Robert Jordan incarnate and that I need to get over myself, which is fair. I think most of us need to get over ourselves at least a little bit. So, if you'd like to like the videos, and if you want to subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to comment, preferably nice comments, and if you want to engage with people who make shitty comments, all I ask is that you don't antagonize anyone. If they make a comment that's not so shitty it deserves to be deleted, all they're doing is pumping that algorithm, and so, whatever. It's fine. This episode is called Daes Dae'Mar. I cannot tell you how excited I am about that. I started my podcast specifically because I wanted to break down the bit in The Great Hunt where Rand goes through Cairhien, goes to the party, deals with Daes Dae'Mar, all the wonderful stuff that RJ shows us. So I can't wait to see what we get. I can't wait to see the fallout with the Amyrlin coming to Cairhien. I can't wait to see the drama. Is Barthana's a dark friend? Is Anver a dark friend? Are they both? Are they gonna die? Is it gonna be a catastrophe? What's gonna happen? I can't wait. So, without further ado, and yeah, maybe I talk too much at the beginning of my episodes and that makes me unwatchable, but you know what? Whatever. There are people who are better at YouTubing that someone else might be entertained by, and if you're coming into people's comments to say shitty things, probably because you like to watch them talk about a show you don't even like, well, personally, I'm in therapy every week, and even when I'm angry with people, it prevents me from generally being shitty, so I recommend it for other people as well. Time to move on. Oh, I see Matt looking at his hands. Did Ishii bring the dagger to Cairhien? I had rethought that after the last episode. A familiar face foils Moraine and Rand's plans. What familiar face? That's gotta be the Amyrlin, right? Who else would it be? Let's find out. Let's find out. Show me! 20 years ago. Oh.
We don't have to go to Cairhien if you don't want to. It's just that I haven't seen him since before the war, and now it's over. It's not that. It's not that. What is it then? It's been so hard to think about any future beyond these walls, and when I think about us, where we'll end up. It's not in this tower, with his gowns and the ring. Well, where is it then? It's in a bamboo hut on the river, like my father and I had. And I'll be your fishwife. You're like a bloody awful fishwife. Have you ever cast a net, Lady Damadred? I might have. We'll retire. Do you mean that? Yes. You'll be my fishwife.
Oh my god, that's so gay. I was really here for that. I love Swan's outfit. This almost broke my heart, especially with Alana telling Lon in episode 4, I wish you could have known Moraine before, because this is so obviously Moraine is so obviously different, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. In this, a minute of a scene, I've been dragged into their love story, dragged into what Swan doesn't actually articulate, which is this fear that because she's a poor fisherman's daughter, that the Domodreds aren't going to like her. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say, except that this is just like, okay, I have to keep watching. Oh.
Katara said we bring news from the Amelin. The war is over.
The Aiel are retreating. The dragon. I feel it. The baby lies in the snow and cries like the thunder. It burns like the sun. Tell no one, my sisters. You must find the dragon reborn and prepare the world to follow.
What a shitty wedding present. Hate to say, I feel like the actor who played Katara wasn't very good, which is a shame. But the blind eyeballs are creepy and kind of give it nice, mystic effect, but the actual acting itself didn't have as much impact as it could have. But getting all the cuts and flash back and forth between her foretelling and the actual scene with Tigraine or Shail that we got from episode 7 of season 1, had a good effect, so maybe it doesn't matter so much. I wish she had seemed a little bit more distressed. She should have seemed a little bit more distressed, especially if you're gonna die and do a foretelling. Give me a little bit more drama. Oh, that hat.
Viva's daughter. She's no threat to me.
I'll be right outside, Mother. Why didn't you tell me? 6 months of letters, Moraine, and not one word about this. This violation.
She's been writing the whole time.
What else did Nan tell you?
That you're being an
That
asshole.
you threatened to let Alana take his bond
Yes, that you're being an asshole.
without his permission.
It's time I met Randall Thor.
Tuck in your shirt.
What does the Amnesty want from me? I saw what she did to the last man who called himself Dragon.
Is that why you ran from the eye of the world?
I left to protect the people I love.
Don't be so selfish. You were born to protect this world. Every person in it. Not just the ones you love.
Good for you, Lon.
There's one rule above all others for being a man. Whatever comes, face it on your feet.
Yes. Now tuck in your shirt.
Aaron dips the wing. You've been learning sword forms.
He's proud.
Keep the sword. If the Elman's afraid of you, won't be for a sword. If you're going to use one of the forms, use Kite crosses the courtyard. Keep your back straight. Every muscle loose, as if hung from a wire at the top of your head.
Oh god. That jacket's pretty. It's really nice to see for the first time this season Lon actually feeling sure of himself. This seems like the one thing that he truly feels sure of himself about is being there for Rand. And I love it. I love it. What a small little thing, and central, very true to the book. Even very true to book 2 because of how off his footing Moraine makes him feel, and just small, so true to detail, beautiful. God, that coat!
As you've summoned me, Mother, So I've come. I stand ready.
Do you now, boy? Lan has prepared you, I see. What else did he tell you?
That you aren't exactly what you seem.
Most people are not. In this world, it is wise to guard your truths. But not us. Not today.
God, that horse is gorgeous. There's Matt looking sad as fuck. Oh. Well, that's not very nice. Oh, that's kind of a cool transition. Now he's on a carpet.
Welcome to farm.
Who are you? How did I get...
I feel like, yeah, they had to have a way to get Matt to Falm, and yeah, they had to have a way to do it kind of quickly, considering we only have 2 episodes left. So, whose fault is it really? Yes, I'm always going to blame Amazon for being cheap-ass shits and not giving us at least 10 episodes a season, preferably 12. But, for real, having Matt thrown into a wall, knocked unconscious, and then presumably traveled with to Falm, and then just being like, boom, here you are. Here's Lanfear, dressed all in black, looking pretty awesome. Also, have you noticed how her hair is always shorter in the World of Dreams than it is in the waking world? I love that attention to detail. So, like, yeah, I guess okay if that's how they have to get him to Falm. Since Min actually refused to help Ishamael, this is what they were left with, but it's a really kind of, I don't want to say lazy stopgap. I don't think it's fair to call it lazy. They literally don't have enough episodes. And it's not like RJ doesn't engage in certain lazy devices sometimes, but I'm a little bit disappointed with it, and I'll get over it, but abracadabra, you're in Falma is a little bit annoying.
I won't lie. I expected you to be more impressive. Still, I love to be out of favor.
Oh my god, she's got a fucking jumpsuit on. But my next guess about the dagger was going to be that it was in Turok's cabinet of curiosities, since obviously it's got to be somewhere for Matt to be sitting all tempted by it, unless the sawmill just hands it to him. I don't know. Oh my god, they've got donuts.
The way these farmers behave, I think they've been Shanshan all their lives, not that their city was taken just a few months back.
Come on, those soldiers will be heading to the palace. We'll go straight there, find a going.
No, you tried your way.
Good for you, Elaine.
This time you listen to me and do exactly as I say.
Today, you will test your demonic strength. Understand the raw power available to her so you can work out how to use it.
We will work together. But if you embarrass me today, you will regret it.
Embarrass the shit out of her.
Oh, Varen. Kyrian's Royal Library is just gorgeous. You can't imagine the array of books they have. Go on then. What's the big secret? Why do you need an Ogier map of the city?
I'll follow Thomas.
No, we have our task.
There's 3 of us.
I don't want us separated if there's a Forsaken in the city.
2 to 1.
That's nice that she actually lets them have a vote. I appreciate that. Especially because they've been kind of giving hints of Alana's more Alana-like nature. So I do appreciate that. I was hoping that we were going to be able to be spared some of the Soldam and Damani-ness. The Shanshan are disgusting. They're disgusting, and I hate the whole Soldam and Damani arc with Egwene, which you're supposed to hate it. You're supposed to feel uncomfortable. You're supposed to feel disgusted. But yeah, last episode was very hard to watch, and frankly, it was really hard to watch react videos of it. I think partly because I would say the majority of the first-time React video watchers that I like to watch are people of color. And to watch them watch that, you know, I'm not normally someone who spends a lot of time sharing opinions about things like colorism or racism or things like that. It's not that I don't have them, I'm just more interested in hearing what people of color have to say about it rather than, you know, having my lily white ass share my opinions about shit like that. But I couldn't help but be regretful that they did not choose a white actress to play Rima. And, you know, I was hoping that they would at least let her be killed rather than collared so she could go out in a lovely bone-cracking glory, because the way that she fought at the end was great. But to have her be collared as well, particularly by a white Soldam, you know, knowing where her character goes in the books, it felt really gross. You know, at least one reactor that I enjoy made a comment about the really dark-skinned woman being done dirty, and when I'm hearing from people of color that they feel gross and uncomfortable about it, then my feelings of gross discomfort feel very validated, and then I feel, you know, Anyway, I hate the Shanchan. I want bad things to happen to them, and if we cannot have Tuon be a character who does not have her head so far up her own ass the way she is in the books, then I won't be able to respect Matt as a character. I won't be able to respect where the show goes, and I feel like they cannot do that to us because of how disgusting the subject material is, particularly when you have to see it. Like, I can detach when I'm reading about it in the books. I can tiptoe away and kind of look at it, glaze over it, whatever, but you can't when you're watching it. And so they need to have some movement. They need to have some growth. They need to have plenty of Shanchan who will let you know we're disgusted by this and also feel more and more emboldened by it, perhaps by being on a new shore. And they have to give us that, because otherwise it's just so repulsive. And anyway, I have lots of big feelings about that. And yeah, I wish that they had let Rima either A, go out in just a blaze of bone-cracking glory and let her warder be able to, you know, kill her and keep her from getting captured, or have her played by a white actress. Just, please quit enslaving people of color on television. It makes me very uncomfortable and I don't like watching it. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. I feel like lots of things about Taylor Napier.
I'm more concerned about Leandro.
Speaking of Taylor Napier, I'm very impressed with his acting and how changed his face and his affect are since Maxim learned about Lanfear being free and the dragon being reborn. He looks real fucked up about it, and like, all of a sudden life has gotten a lot less fun and he's enjoying himself a lot less, you know, as you do. Very impressed with it. What are you doing in the house? You don't need... Oh, you fucking asshole.
I, Sadai. It is my honor to...
Are you kidding me? Is it really gonna be something where it was like they were perfectly fine and they weren't dark friends at all until this fucking asshole shows up, and then all of a sudden she manages to tempt them to the dark side to get them to fuck over their, you know, her fucking... to get Anvar to fuck over her sister and Barthanas to fuck over his aunt? Ugh! I want to drown her in a spittoon or something. She's awful. She's the worst. Don't listen to her. Ugh.
I don't know what you think you'll gain from this.
Fight!
Hopefully everything we've lost.
Fight!
Leave. I have nothing to say to you.
Don't put up with that.
I have a question for you. And I hope someday you'll forgive me for asking.
Oh, good.
Has there been a time in all these months when you thought about ending it for me?
No, I didn't. Not for 1 second. Because I know that protecting Rand, guiding him, that is the only thing that matters. More than me, more than you, more than anything. And this whole thing you're doing with Suan, it put all of it, the last battle, the fate of the world in jeopardy.
Oh, shut up,
What is it
asshole.
you're telling me? How many times have you channeled?
Look, buddy.
Not deliberately.
Do you know what Tower Law says the Amlin must do if she finds the dragon reborn?
Gentle him.
Some of my red daughters would want that, I suppose, but
Everybody knows they're
we
fucking
are meant
dumb.
to cage you. Keep you shielded, channeling only when we want what we want.
I won't live in your cage.
6 months? You've known what you are, and you've learnt nothing. 6 months! We would have been so much better off if you were a girl. Ah, clever!
Rena, what have you named your Damani?
I let her keep her name. Egwene.
Let's see what this Egwene can do.
Ooh, I hope she fucking blows them all away.
Weave is simple. An explosion of air. But it shows us the limits of your power. Don't worry. I don't need anything from you for this.
Their little pantaloons are really stupid. Good. And it makes all the goats scream.
Wisdom Almira. Nynaeve. It is you.
Have you seen Egwene, Builder?
They are holding her like an animal in a place called the Kennels,
Where is it?
the old prison, outside the palace. Only the Sultan are allowed within 100 feet of it.
Thank you, Builder. Go now before anyone sees us talking.
We'll get you out too. I swear it.
So, you're just gonna walk in here and not say anything and just whistle? Alright, fine.
Do you ever have trouble sleeping?
Sorry?
I do.
Is this a sex thing or a murder thing? Because either way, I prefer you skip to talking.
Well then, I don't even have much to say to that except let Donald blow.
Humanity's forgotten so much since my time, but not all of it was technology. This tea shows you things.
You got ayahuasca?
Lets you glimpse your past lives. All the people you used to be. 1,000 you. And through all of that, the real one.
And what makes you think I'll take anything that you give me?
I think you've always wanted to know who you really are, man. This will show you. The first time I took this was the first time I ever slept through the night.
We're back in the world of dreams. It's not all a desert. Nope. Literally just walking through a shitty landscape to Thom. Oh, hey, it's Bane and Chiad. Bane or Chiad? I think Bane, right?
Take me to Julian.
I love the maiden anthem, it's so great. That must be Chiad. Did Jolene die? R.I.P.
Her wounds were too deep. An infection took hold. This spot felt more like home.
Life is a dream from which we all must wake before we can dream again.
He's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna drink the tea. Maybe it's just that Matt's the type who's like, oh, there are drugs here, I will do them. Which, you know, I get that type. Okay, I was gonna say I was annoyed by this is the way that he gets his memories, but I suppose it's not beyond belief that the Forsaken would have had access to ayahuasca back in the day, since, you know, she's like, it wasn't just technology, also, you know, medicine, herbs, various things. I don't know, I guess you would have had to have, like, ayahuasca in a stasis box or something. I'm hoping that it's not going to be something like Wham Bam. You had an ayahuasca trip and then all of a sudden you have unlocked all those things. And also, I don't know that it's super fair to be so impatient with it, seeing as we need some desperate character growth for Matt. And Jordan did do a lot of snap your fingers, and then there's Matt's character growth. So this is almost like, at least you don't have to go through the trouble of explaining a ter'angreal that he goes through, since they literally do not have time for it. I don't know. Let me see where this goes, and then I'll decide whether, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, or I don't know whether I have an opinion on it or not. I mean, just honestly, the idea of Matt doing ayahuasca is enough for me to be honestly kind of here for it, just for that reason alone.
Damn prick. Mom? Damn prick like him.
I thought this was supposed to help me sleep at night. That's what you get. Foreshadowing.
Stop! Just like him.
Of course, only a stupid ass would take drugs that Ishamael gave them.
Let me through. Release him, Swan. Now.
No. We tried our way, Moraine. And we nearly lost everything.
This is not what we agreed
The
to.
Reds will gentle him.
Not while I hold the seat.
The tower is filled with your enemies. You're this sure of your power.
You can't guide him. Can you imagine, Moraine, if one of the Forsaken got their hands on him? Tomorrow, when Queen Gaudrian returns, we shall announce him as dragon.
What is happening to me?
You've been shielded from the One Power. Don't worry, it's temporary. She has to channel to keep the shield in place, but when it drops, you'll feel yourself again. Suan said you were leaving. Where were you going?
Farm. Egwene is there. Ishamael has her.
Lamphere showed you this in the dream world.
I know. They want me to go there.
The dragon is supposed to proclaim himself there.
If they need me in Farm, then they certainly don't want me being out a prisoner.
If you're waiting for Moraine,
I'm not here for Moraine, Sedai. And I'm tired of waiting.
Leave us, Mother. Please.
We have a guest.
This is royal business. Go
His
upstairs.
jacket is to die for. Oh, Barthanas, you did end up being a little dark, friend. I'm sorry that Moraine gave you a hug.
Why are you here? Aes Sedai.
To deliver an order.
What does our master ask of me?
Remove her from the board. She's being held in a cell in the palace. And if your mother suspects anything, take care of her too.
You see it now, don't you?
Why do they keep having to put Ishamael in all of these lovely, like, homoerotic poses, especially with that weird leather vest? Like, I think most of the Shanshan clothing is fucking hideous, especially these weird things that cause them to have these strange, like, ribbed humpback things, like the Soldam clothing is horrible. A lot of the shit is really fucking horrible, but for whatever reason, I really like the vest Ishamael wears, and it's like, you know, he doesn't exactly have a leather daddy vibe, but he's got some kind of vibe going, and it's hella gay, and I'm really here for it.
The wheel turns and people hurt. We just come back
coat is amazing.
I need your help. I'm in the cell in the Sun Palace. The Amnon's holding me.
I know.
Can you get me out?
Isn't Moiraine with you? Surely she can do something.
Can you get me out or not, Lenfir?
Oh, dude. And he's gonna be like, I didn't mean like that. Jesus. And fuckery will abound.
What did you say? It's the daughter of the Night Walk in our world. Forsaken. Dragon reborn.
Oh god, I wonder if you're done for.
Did you expect we would fight the last battle against an army of kittens?
Tell your master I'm still waiting for her to keep her promise. Or you can just run me through with your blade now, save her the trouble.
I can do better than that. What do you see when you look at Moiraine?
Madness is expecting a stray dancer from the man you helped. Lock away.
He's got a fair point, Lon.
There are weaves on her. From a man. Thousands of strands. But nothing being channeled into them.
How is that possible?
I don't know. It's just like...
Well, leave him a key.
You think I've forgotten what you did to Gwynedd Stepper?
Oh, dude, don't do that.
They take you back to the window. Thank you, brown sisters. They're desperate to study a man who can channel.
Oh, that's bullshit, Lon. You fucking dick.
3,000 years pass, we're back.
And I assumed that was in Falm. You look so unhappy about it.
This ring, it means you're owned by a wetlander woman, yes?
In a way.
And you can lie with no one else? Bane will be disappointed.
She's like, monogamy, what's that?
What do you think it'll do when we try to put it on?
I don't know. But I hope it hurts.
Just come in.
Yeah.
Pull up your sleeves.
Gross.
I realized why you fight me. It's because no one's told you why we are here. To unite every person on this planet under the light. The last battle is coming, and we will only be able to fight it if we stand together. All of us, including you and me.
Renna.
Yes, Gwen. I will kill you.
Oh, are you all butthurt again? How sad for you.
I'm sure my aunt's alone.
As you asked, my lord. And a sedative in her tea. She should be asleep already.
I didn't think you would do it. Why? In Light's name, why?
For our family name. Why do you think that we've risen so far, so fast? Mother! Mother, Marie doesn't care about you. She trusts no one. She cares about no one.
But there are two things my sister understands better than anyone. The difference between right and wrong. And how much
much harder it is sometimes to do what is right.
Yeah, it's called right. It's not called easy. Oh, baby boy.
Don't tell anybody.
I think you...
I already
The amulet requires your strength to protect Kyrian. I've been told to watch the boy. This is an order, Liana said I. I'll take his shield.
Don't let it get close to you.
You're very clever with your words, sister.
The dragon reborn. I'd say you'd spent long enough in Kyrian, wouldn't you? An Ogia steading once stood in the inner city centre. Kyrian families built right over it. Where was he taken?
Farm, come and head.
Above Toman's head shall he proclaim himself, bannered across the sky in fire. You plan to have him declare himself the dragon reborn?
We'll take him from here to the Waygate. Just make sure that we're not followed.
You're not alone in this any longer, sister. But you need to hurry. The city is not safe.
Yeah, there's a crazy lady running around
I
channeling.
hope you're with this boy.
Well, so instead of having a lot of, like, Daes Dae'Maring, I was really hoping to have, like, I mean, we got Dama drama. Great Dama drama, no lie. I was hoping to have a party and hinting and all that kind of stuff, but really they didn't have any time for subtlety. So having Lanfear come in and just completely gut the city and set the ball rolling for a civil war by just causing a power vacuum by being a one-woman destructo force, why not? That works. Alright.
Drink with me.
Also, we think that Moraine and Swan have officially broken up. Oh, put out the fire, that's pretty good.
I'm here, Mother.
Some hefty firefighting.
Who's shooting the boy?
Theron Sedai, you sent her.
Lead your sisters and heal the injured. That boy must not leave this city.
There.
Like, oh boy, we gotta do this shit again.
Channel into it.
You won't. You're going to open it. Look at Moiraine.
They're gonna make Rand untie it.
It looks like a knot tied together. A skill that's been lost for thousands of years. To tie off weaves and leave them in place. Shamael didn't steal you. Not even a Forsaken could do that alone. What do I need to do? You don't have the skill to untie this knot. You'll have to cut it.
Maybe we could get out of the burning city first, because, like, the crazy lady that you asked for help is coming, and she wants you dead.
I trust you.
Aww. Isn't it great when, like, the first time you do something for your parents that they can't do for themselves? That's fucking dope.
Cut through it.
Cut it! Okay, but, like, we should go, because the crazy lady's coming. Okay, but you guys should, like, have a hug or something? Can we hug it out? I know you're not a big hugger, Moraine. Like, Captain Crazy Dress is coming, come on. And she's just like, oh. She's got that look on her face, like, you know when you really gotta pee, like, you gotta pee so bad that it's been feeling like you've been punched in the bladder for, like, 2 fucking hours, like, gotta pee that bad. Where she just wants to be like, oh. Oh, you fucking dummy. That's what you get.
We failed, Moraine. At the eye of the world, you failed. The stakes are too high to fail again. Close the Waygate.
Nope. It's alright.
No. I don't want to force you. You swore to obey me on the oath rod. An unbreakable oath. Bound by the One Power.
Why you gotta remind me of that now?
Close it! Moraine Damodred.
No, if you have ever loved me, don't
I
do this.
command you
think we're officially breaking up.
The way gate.
Okay, well now you know she didn't lie to you. Like, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Uh-oh. Now you see what you did, dummy?
He's too strong, Samantha.
No.
I told you the next time I saw you two together I'd kill.
You're not going to touch her, not if you want my help.
Every day, you grow more like Luz. Lucky for you, a broken Amlin is more useful to me than a dead one.
Interesting. That seems like that's gonna be a real awkward party. Well, that was a really fun episode. I think that was like a solid 8. It was definitely fun and interesting though, and I'm super looking forward to watching it again. I appreciated it just because it wasn't so emotionally gut-wrenching. It felt like a lot of small triumphs. I'm really glad that Rand managed to get in the way in the end. I'm disappointed with Swan, but it's sort of like, I'm not exactly sure what they're doing with her character. I know that her actress has other stuff that she's doing, and so if they decide they have to kind of get rid of her early on, you know, what are you going to do? It's television. You know, you can't complain about that stuff too much, or you can't if you're reasonable. Or at least you can complain about it and have reasonable complaints, but only to a certain extent. Like, there's no point in being super mad about it. I'm intrigued. Tell me where you're gonna go. You know, so Matt's had his hardcore ayahuasca trip. Really interested to see what's gonna happen with that. Loved Elaine taking charge and kind of being like, okay, I'm done with your stuff and your impulsive bullshittery. We're gonna do things my way now. I'm so glad that Rand was able to free Moraine. Yeah, I'm disappointed about Swan going back on the notion of the dragon needing to be free, but at the same time, it's not necessarily super untrue to her character. She was always a little bit wishy-washy about how she wanted to run things with him. Loved Moraine's sister standing up for what's right and throwing her son in jail, basically, and ratting him out to his wife-to-be because Queen Galdrine is going to marry a dark friend Damodred, so appreciated the Dama drama. And overall, a really good episode. Looking forward to watching it again and being able to just kind of take it in a little bit more. And also just really, really loved Egwene smiling. She had that kind of fuck you smile, the same kind of fuck you smile that she gave to Elaine when Elaine was sort of like, you're my subject. And she got that kind of, looked away, got that look on her face like, aren't you funny? And was just sort of like, after Renna poured her heart out and was just sort of like, look, this is why we're all going to work together. We're going to be friends because Renna wants to have a wonderful relationship with her working dog. Imagine having an animal that can talk and that can have like a meaningful relationship with you where you get that kind of like interaction. I can see for a Shanchan, what a special thing if you're so caught up in their Kool-Aid that you actually don't think Damani are people. So I can see being a Soul Dam and being very excited because it's like having a pet that can talk. Who doesn't want to have a pet that can talk? I feel like she also, who doesn't like having like, you know, a foreign pen pal or something, being able to connect to someone who is culturally different from you if you're interested in other people and other cultures and trying to share your culture with them. And wanting them to understand, you know, hey, we're all on the same side. And we're fighting the shadow and we're all coming together. And having Egwene refuse to play along really frustrates Rena. And so you saw, like, the actor, I misgendered the actor when I was doing my previous react. The actor identifies as gender fluid and prefers he, him, or they, them pronouns. The actor does a great job when they have that moment where Rena makes Egwene light her favorite tree on fire, and then is sort of like, look at this special thing we had, now have some water, because obviously you don't wish me any ill anymore, and realizing, oh no, she still totally wants to brain you with this water pitcher, and how hurt and let down Rena looks. Like, the actor, he plays it so well, where he just obviously looks so hurt and disappointed, and then because of the fundamental childishness that is the character of Rena, where rather than just being able to take a deep breath, go walk it off, actually has to kick Egwene a whole bunch and then stomp off in a fit because Rena is that frustrated and upset and hurt. Seriously, seriously butthurt. So to have Egwene listen as they're doing the creepy bathing thing, because of course you have to bathe your pets yourself, even though they're obviously capable of taking care of themselves because they're fucking people. And having that wonderful, pleasant, conversation, and then Egwene getting that smile on her face, the same smile that she had for Elaine for a second, that smile that showed how utterly uninterested she was in the notion that she was Elaine's subject, and then be like, I'm gonna kill you. And I just, beautiful, loved it. So anyway, thanks for watching my react. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, preferably not a shitty comment. If you come across a shitty comment and you want to politely engage, that's great, because apparently I've made the big time at the point that I'm starting to get shitty comments. This has been the YouTube version of Podcast of the Dragon, and my react to episode 7 of season 2 of The Wheel of Time. Take it easy, everybody.